I found my childhood diary in my mother's trash. Implied was a letter she wrote. I'm sorry I couldn't love you like your sister when I was cleaning out my mother's house after her stroke. I found my childhood diary buried in a box marked donut. A diary I thought I'd lost 15 years ago. Flipping through pages of my awkward teenage handwriting, a folded note fell out my mother's handwriting. My darling Olivia, I am sorry I couldn't love you the same way I loved your sister. You reminded me too much of myself. Growing up, the difference in how my mother treated us was our family's unspoken truth. My sister Crowley got warm hugs, and I am proud of you for participation ribbons. I got critical glances, and you could do better for honor roll certificates. I used to think it was because Cooley was beautiful and fragile like our father, while I was stubborn and practical like the mother who couldn't seem to stand me. Every achievement of mine was met with a nod, every failure with an I expected as much. By 16, I built walls so high even I couldn't see over them. I poured myself into science. Chemistry doesn't care if you are lovable, only if you are right. When I earned a full scholarship to college, my mother simply said, "Don't waste it." I left home the next day. For 12 years, our relationship was holiday phone calls and brief visits where we circled each other like cautious animals. Then came her stroke at 62, and suddenly I was responsible for dismantling the home where I'd never felt wanted. That's when I found the diary and the letter that changed everything. You reminded me too much of myself. Mine's the ambition, the intensity, the fear of failure. I pushed you because I saw myself in you, and I hated how the world crushed me. I wanted you stronger than I ever was. I didn't know how to love without pushing. I didn't know how to tell you. I was terrified you'd end up like me, minus brilliant but broken. The letter continued for pages. Every cold shoulder explained every harsh word contextualized. She hadn't hated me. She had seen herself in me and didn't know how to protect me except by making me tougher. I sat in her bedroom for hours, surrounded by the artifacts of her life, reading words she never had the courage to say aloud, words that would have changed everything if I'd known them sooner that night. I went to the hospital with the diary. My mother was awake but couldn't speak. Minus the stroke had taken her words but left her mind intact. I read her letter back to her, watching tears stream down her face as I spoke her decades-old confessions. When I finished, I took her hand and said, "I became everything you wanted, minus strong, successful, independent." But I never understood why until now. She squeezed my hand 3 times. Our old code from when I was very small. I love you. I am moving back home, I told her, to take care of you. We have conversations 15 years overdue. Sometimes understanding comes too late to change the past, but just in time to reshape the future. The mother, who couldn't love me the way I wanted, had loved me the only way she knew how. Some parents show love through warmth, others through preparation for a harsh world. I finally understand which one raised me.